boys and girls. I want to introduce you to a pretty cool guy. This is Ben. Ben was a busy guy. Ben did a whole lot of things. He made a lot of inventions, and you probably recognize him because he is on the $100 bill. So when you get paid, you want to get some Benjamins. Ben was born on January 17th, 1706. Ben was the youngest of 17 brothers and sisters. They lived in Boston, Massachusetts, when it was still a British colony. Back then, we did not have states. We had things called colonies, which are like little towns that are together. And before we became the United States, we were still owned by the country called England, which is in Europe. And you'll learn a little bit more about that when you're in 4th grade, and probably the further you get through school, you'll learn more about colonizations. Back then, there were 13. Now we have 50 states. Ben was very smart, but his father ended up taking him out of school because it was too expensive. Back then, it caused financial hardship on families if children went to school, especially the boys, because the boys tended to work to help support the family. After he left school, Ben worked for his older brother as an apprentice in his print shop business. An apprentice is somebody that works under somebody else to learn a new skill. They just do not get paid most of the time, or not get paid as much as the person that is teaching them a skill. But apprentices were giving a free room and food in exchange for 9 years of work. Ben loved the print shop. He wanted to write articles for the newspaper, but his brother would not let him. So instead, he worked under a fake name called Mrs. Dogood. So that way he could print his articles without his brother knowing that he was printing them. The public loved his stories. When his brother found out the truth, he was very upset. After that, Ben ended up leaving his job at the print shop and moving to Philadelphia. Ben worked really hard to improve Philadelphia, and improve is just a fancy way of saying is making it better. After moving to Philadelphia, Ben opened up his own print shop business with the help of a friend. He worked very hard. He even printed money for the new colony. So back then, Philadelphia was very new. Soon, he started his own newspaper called Pennsylvania Gazette. Here in South Boston, we have something called the Virginia Gazette. He wrote books such as famous Poor Richard's Almanac, with weather forecasts, recipes, and funny stories. Another thing he did to improve was that Ben became wealthy from his businesses and wanted to use the money to help others. With others, he started the first public library, Philadelphia's first fire department, the Pennsylvania Hospital, and he even started a school that later became the University of Pennsylvania. Pause me and share with your teacher ways that maybe if you got an allowance or birthday money, you could help your community or help other people. Ben became well-liked and respected by the public. People were thankful for all Ben did over the years to improve Philadelphia. Ben also invented a lot of cool things, such as bifocal glasses, which are still used today. Bifocals have 2 different lenses, one for seeing close and one for seeing far away. Ben Franklin also invented the stove and swim fins. He also made musical instruments called glass harmonica.